Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in the previous class, we have discussed about gaseous exchange of gases in the chapter named respiration. So today we are going to discuss about the topic breathing. So for that we can discuss what is meant by expiration and inspiration. So for that we should know what is meant by expired air as well as inspired air. So the air that we breathe out of our lungs is known as the expired air, and that process is known as expiration. Okay, the process of breathing out of air from our body is known as expiration, and the air we breathe in is known as the inspired air, and that process is known as inspiration. The process of breathing in of the air into our body is known as inspiration, and the process of releasing air out of our body is known as expiration. Okay, so in the process of breathing, we can see two important muscles which help in the process of breathing. They are the intercostal muscles and the diaphragm. These are the two type of muscles which help in the process of respiration. So these intercostal muscles are the muscles which are seen inside the ribs, inside our rib cage, and the diaphragm is the muscle which is seen in the lower thoracic cavity. Both these muscles help in the inspiration and expiration processes happening during the process of respiration. So let's see in detail what is happening during the inspiration process. So first of all, what will be happening? We are inspiring the air. So the sample air will be moving into our lungs. And what will be happening to the intercostal muscles out there? These intercostal muscles will be contracting. That is, they will get shorter. And this pulls the rib cage upward and outward, and this outward and upward movement of the ribs causes more space inside the chest cavity. Along with that, the diaphragm also contracts. So during the process of inspiration, we can see the contraction of both the muscles, that is the intercostal muscles which are seen inside the rib cage, and also the diaphragm which also contract. So these two movements make more space inside the chest cavity, and this more space will increase the volume inside the chest cavity. So what will happen when the volume increases? When the volume increases, the pressure also increases. As you know that volume is inversely proportional to pressure. So if pressure increases, volume decreases. If volume increases, pressure decreases. So if here, as these movements cause more space inside the chest cavity, what will be happening? There will be more volume inside the chest cavity, and this results in the decrease in the pressure inside the chest cavity. As a result, what will be happening? Air will be moving down through the trachea into the lungs to fill that extra space. So I'll say it once more. When inspiration, during the process of inspiration, what will be happening? Both the intercostal muscles as well as the diaphragm will be contracting. This contraction of the muscles will create more space inside the chest cavity, and this more space results in more volume inside the chest cavity. As the volume increases, the pressure decreases. This decrease in pressure allows the movement of air down the trachea into the lungs to fill that extra space. So this is what happening in the case of inspiration. Now we can see what's happening in the case of expiration. Listen. So expiration means the movement of air out of our body, out of our lungs, isn't it? So what is happening here? The air is moving out of our lungs. That means the intercostal muscles as well as the diaphragm is relaxing. So in the case of inspiration, both of these muscles will be contracting, And in contrary, what will be happening in the case of expiration? Both of these muscles will be relaxing in the case of expiration. And this results in the less amount of space inside the chest cavity. That means the volume will be less here, and this results in more pressure. That is, the pressure will be increasing. If the volume decreases, what will be happening to the pressure? Pressure will be increasing, since volume is indirectly proportional to pressure. So in the case of expiration, what will be happening with the intercostal muscles and the diaphragm? Both these muscles will be relaxing, and relaxation of these muscles causes less space inside the chest cavity. And this less space means the volume will be lesser. So if the volume is lesser, what will be the case of pressure? Pressure will be increasing. So as the pressure increases, what will be happening? The air is squeezed out of the lungs, which results in the process of expiration. Okay. So now we can see an activity here. So during breathing in is also known as inspiration, isn't it? This is inspiration. So what will be happening in the case of inspiration? The diaphragm will be contracting, as well as the intercostal muscles are also contracting. And what will be happening in the case of breathing out or expiration? Breathing out of air is known as expiration, and in that case, what will be happening to the diaphragm and the intercostal muscles? Both will be relaxing, isn't it? So that's what the topic is about. So once again, we can summarize the topic. So during inspiration and expiration, what will be happening during the process of inspiration? Both the diaphragm and the intercostal muscles will be contracting, and in the case of expiration, both of these muscles will be relaxing. Okay, so that's all about the topic of breathing. I hope you have understood the topic. You can also check similar videos of this chapter on my YouTube channel in the concern playlist. You can check. So if you wish to see more videos like this, please subscribe my YouTube channel, and please like the video and share it with your friends. Thank you.